Hi, my name is Cliff Harris. I am the programmer and designer of Democracy 4, and this is build 1.41. I'm going to show you how to create a new mod for the game that has a single policy in it. It's very simple. You don't need to know any programming or anything like that. This is kind of like the new way of doing it that I've introduced into the game to make it easier. So there's a number of steps. It's not that complicated at all to do a simple one. So hopefully this will make sense. If it doesn't, ask questions in the comments. So step one is to launch the mods interface. I'm logged into Steam. If I wasn't, it would look different, but we're going to do a Steam Workshop mod. This first list here is all of the mods that I currently have kind of downloaded. Only one of them is active, which is green, the rest are red. Anyway, we can ignore all them. They're mostly other people's mods. So I'm going to create a new mod, so you have to select create new mod. And I'm going to put in my Steam username, which is Cliffski. I don't think it matters actually. I'm going to call it Let's Tax Fruit. And this is just a description for it. Oh, I've typed that wrong. So we now need to create an icon that represents the entire mod, and the mod could have a dozen policies and dilemmas and all kinds of other stuff in it. And the game will tell you here where all the files are going to be and where that image needs to be. So it's going to be called let's_tax_fruit.jpg, and if I click on that, it'll show me where things should be. So let me find an image. I will use this. So if we call this let's_tax_fruit, I think that's what we called it, wasn't it? Yeah. Just to get it to research, I've just edited that back. So now this is the image for our mod. This is the description for the mod. This is the title, and this is my username. And I'm now going to submit it to the Steam Workshop. This is kind of step two. Actually, submit it to Steam Workshop, even though there is nothing in it yet. This is the first step that you have to do. So we just click on this, and some Steam stuff happens in the background. It then launches the overlay. If we go to home in Steam Workshop and look at files I've posted, we now have a new one. Picture of my cat, unrelated, but this is our new entry on the Steam Workshop that people can use and they can subscribe to and all the rest of it. But there's nothing in it yet, so we need to go back to the game. So this is going to be step 3, where we actually add content to it. So for that, we need to go to update your mod, because we now have one. It's now an item here, and we can select it. We could edit this if we want a better description, or we want to update the preview image. And now we're going to add content to the mod, and this is how you do that. So obviously you click this. This is a completely new kind of layout of stuff where you can add content to your mod. And for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to add a single policy, which I'm going to call, I think, fruit tax. I already created an icon for it earlier. I'm just going to check what I called that icon. Put it in here. icons_fruit_tax. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this icon, which I've actually nicked. It's the food stamp icon from the game. So I'm just going to reuse it. And we've got Let's Tax Fruit here, data SVG. I'm going to stick it in there. So what was it called? Fruit tax. I get confused between the two. We're just calling it fruit tax, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. So there's the icon. So fruit is so horrible, let's tax it. That's the description. So this is the actual cost of implementing the policy. It's a tax, so I'm going to say just a little bit of admin. It will raise between 10 and 50. These are relative numbers, so you'll have to experiment in the game to see which numbers are right. And this is like the political capital cost here of doing these various things. So I'm just arbitrarily picking some, selecting a slider of tax so it gets some percentage numbers and it looks more real. Obviously it needs to go somewhere, and it's going to go in the tax policy group. That's the part of the screen. There are other things you can set here, prerequisites if you only want to be able to tax fruit if you've got hurricanes. Probably not, but the main thing is the effects. So what we're going to say is and this will kind of search stuff to make it easier to find the names of things. So obesity is a thing. Obviously if we tax fruit, everyone's going to eat loads of pies. So we're going to say this is going to be the higher the tax, the worse things are going to be. And we could add other stuff. So like health will get worse, we could say, because not enough fruit is we could even do interesting stuff like this. So you can do like curves like that. You can do all kinds of things. So anyway, we could have loads of effects, but we're basically going to save that. There it is as our policy. So we've done all that now. We've decided what we've got. No situations or dilemmas. We've got one policy. We've saved it, so I can close that. We've updated the mod now. So now we can click on Submit Update, and it will do an update on Steam Workshop. Now we should also now have this mod installed. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but this is like the final step to test everything. So if we go back here, it should be here, and it is, and it's active. Okay, so the final step is actually to see if it works. Okay, so now we're going to see if it actually works. So I'm just going to create a new game, just United States default game, whatever. Blah 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 blah. Here we are in the game. This is the tax area down here. Fruit tax, and yeah, let's have a fruit tax. Really should have written a better description and not screwed up that bit. But again, like really easy to edit and all the rest of it. And these should look roughly like the curves that we put in earlier, and they do. And there you go. That is how you create a policy as a mod for Democracy 4. We're going to try and make it even easier and even better as time goes on. But I thought I'd do a quick video like this just to show you how it works now. Any questions, put them below and I'll answer any questions that I can. Might do another video about how to actually create the icons as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.